G'day beautiful people, I'm back and I got my camera. Isn't it awesome? I got the Canon EOS 1500D. It's got a beautiful zoom lens. Nice, got a gorgeous tripod with it. Good quality tripod. So it's not a flimsy one like I had before. Nice back on it. Viewfinder. I can record, take photos, the whole kit and caboodle. So that is the camera I got. I still do not have my sewing machine yet. It's on a ship and I can't get it until it arrives. So I'm waiting. That's all I can do at the moment. So yeah, I'm able to get in a little bit of sewing tonight. First time in, oh man, I don't even know how many weeks, between looking at a gazillion houses 6 days a week, and then trying to pack, but not pack at the same time because I'm still using a lot of stuff. It's been an absolute nightmare. I just haven't had time to scratch myself, let alone do a great deal of painting and or sewing. So yeah, I am getting to that tonight. Okay, I will switch now to the camera and we can get cracking on our straps. Alrighty, be right back. Ignore my phone. One more. And I do it twice. Alright, so I come up one side when I can get it to focus, which I think it's my lighting. I come up one side and then I go down and back, I come across, I go down and back, and I go down and across, and then I do it again and finish off. And that's how I do my X. And I do it double, and I do it double not just on the outside like some do, but also in the actual X. And the way I just did it is the best way I've been able to figure out how to do it, where it leaves a nice, neater finish. Alright, so once we've done that, I'll zoom out again. We need our swivel hook. So your folly is strapped down, so it's unseamed. You want the seam on the bottom. Put your hook on. Now don't twist your strap. Go up, over, take your other swivel hook, put it on, and remember we marked our lines, so we fold it over and take it to the machine and repeat exactly what we just did. Okay, and there is our adjustable strap, all complete. So now we'll set that aside and get our two tabs, and pretty much the same on this. So we want to look on our pattern, and there'll be some measurements on there. So with our tabs, what you want to do is get your strap, seam side down, like that. Get your rectangle ring or your oblong, or whichever one style you choose to use on your bag, essentially. Insert it in, take it up, fold it over, so now your seams should be on the inside. And then all we do for now, it says to mark 2 lines, X amount up from the bottom, and then again and draw a line. But I use an air erase marker, and I'm not at the point of attaching this to my bag yet, so I'm not going to mark mine because it will be gone by the time I need it. So all I'll do now is I'll just stitch it across the bottom on each one, and then we sit them aside until when they are needed. And I just change stitch, guys. And there we go. I'm going to have to adjust this somehow. I think it might be better if I angle the camera so it's directly down instead of on this angle like this, because it's I think blurring it, and because of how light this is, we're not getting a very good shot. Okay, so it's all sewn down 1/8 all the way around. Now we're just going to take our circle, and I find I get a neater finish if I cut it with scissors. I'm hopeless with a rotary cutter on curves. Well, like this, you know, trying to cut out the curves with the template there. I just don't get a very nice, neat finish. Well, for me, you know, up to my standards. So, you guys do what you feel suits you, you know. Whatever you're comfortable with, that's what you guys do. But I just mark it with the air raise, and then I just go and trim it. Still get the same end product. Oh, you guys, I tell you what, I can't wait. I have finished ordering all my bits and bobs from my shop. A lot of them are in production as we speak. My zippers, I got a message saying they're ready to ship. I actually ordered in some cork. So that's our pad, and then we need to bind it. So we just get our binding. Well, I just got to find where I put mine. Look at this, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? These are all the different colours I can get. There's a lot. Try and fan them really quickly, because I don't want my channel to be about, you know, but I just want to show you. So they're gold flecks and silver flecks. So that's gold. So it's a orangey coloured cork with gold fleck, and that's the natural cork with fleck, and then like the striations, like that's like a dot type thing. Yeah, you're picking it up. Yeah, okay, cool. And then the multicoloured one. This is the one I actually bought. Isn't it gorgeous? That one and that one. And I'm actually going to make myself a camera bag with this one. Probably the black. That one there. So yeah, going to make myself a camera bag with that. I know how I want to make it, how I want it to look, so I don't have a pattern or anything like that. I just know how I want it to look, and I'm just going to get in and do it. When I get a chance, of course. But I want it to be soon, because I want to protect my camera. So yeah, that's all the colours that I've got. Well, can get. Don't have them. It's expensive as. I bought a little bit just for my own personal use. And then I was able to get these swatches sent over with my order of cork. But OMG guys, you should see the hardware. I customised a lot of hardware too. So a lot of customised zipper pulls and bag closures and oh gee, just a lot of stuff. Like You guys have got no idea. I have, yeah, been flat ripped on it. But anywho, that's a tale for another day. So now we need to bind this baby, and you guys know how to do binding. So what we're going to do is put my pin in my cushion before I lose it. You know what we do. So you just sew it down, quarter, seam. Well, you figure out where you want to start from first, okay? So I usually cut that bit off. I never could get the knack of joining with this tail, so I cut it off. So I'll have mine along there, and then I will actually start sewing back here. And then I'll sew it around, work it around your curves, sew it all the way around, and once I get around that last curve, right there, I'll stop. And when I do that, then I'll come back. Like, I have got a video up on my channel anyway on how to do binding, how to join it, but I'll come back to you guys as soon as I get to that point and show you how to measure, cut, and then rejoin it here. Okay? Be right back. Here it is all bound. There's my tail. And what you do is you overlap it however much. I should have started that back a fraction, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll unpick that again in a minute. But anyway, what you do is you bring it around and you either measure with the ruler. If I can find where I put mine. Behind me, I think. Yes. Measure with a ruler, or you can open your tape out. Or if you happen to have the piece you cut off. Actually. Perfect example. But it's a end piece, so it's not really good. But you can use a piece if you have a piece cut off, and you overlap it the width of your tape. So this is a 2 1/4 inch binding, pretty sure from memory. Yep, 2 1/4. So you overlap it 2 1/4, and that's where you cut it off. Right there. Where's my scissors? Pull it out a bit. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, I'll angle it this way for you guys. Does that help? So that's my underbinding. That's this bit. No, I'll confuse you if I go that way. I'll keep it this way. Sorry for all the jostling, guys. It's going to take me a little bit of trying to find a good position for you guys. I got my camera like I think about a week and a bit ago now, maybe 2 weeks, and I just haven't had a chance to use it. This is the very first time using it. But in saying that, if we do end up moving, when I set up, I'll be able to set up and I won't have to maneuver around, because I've got all my tubs of material and everything sitting in the way here. So if we do move, I'll have a better setup, but then again, if we don't, I'll rearrange everything so I set it up better anyway, because the machine I'm getting is an industrial, by the way. I have decided I'm going to go with a light to medium weight industrial because I'm sewing a bit of a vinyl and faux leather now too, and I want a machine that can handle it. Like the little faff I've got here can handle it, but I just want to make sure that I'm not putting too much stress on my machine, you know. So that's what I decided to go with, but it is on a ship. So the backlog in shipping is just unreal. And I've got about an 8-week wait before it even gets here, unfortunately. So you overlap the same width as your binding. So my binding is 2 1/4 inches. So I overlapped it 2 1/4. And then what I do is I fold it out. Yeah, I'm going to have to unpick some of that, I think, because I haven't left myself enough room to work. No, I haven't. Hang on. Okay, that's better. I do it to myself every time, you know. I give myself plenty of room on this side, but never on this side. And then I'm fighting with it to bring it up to try and get it so I've got enough room to wrangle the join. So, alright, back to where we were at. What you do is you open it out and leave yourself more room than I did and fold it over. And then I just use my nail or the stiletto if I have it handy, and I put a crease in it. And that gives you your sew line, okay? And then you open this one out. Pin it or clip it. See, I did it to myself again. I unpicked it, but I'm still going to have to fold it up like that so I can set it flat. And then you just sew from corner to corner. Okay, so from that corner there down to this corner here. Sew it on the diagonal. And if I put a pin in it, I think I set one just here. Yes, I did. Okay. When it is sewn, if it's done right, you see, that's how it will look once it's sewn. Alrighty? Alright, I'll go do that and then I'll come back. I'm going to have to get myself some ring lights. So there we go. It is sewn. And then a way to test it is, when you pull it, that should tuck down in there neatly. You see? And then it doesn't even look like you've joined it. And that's how you know if you've done it right. There's no twists in your binding at all. So then what you do is you just get in, snip it off, and then sew it down. Now, I'm not sure if mine is going to be as tight as I want it, because I was trying to leave allowances for that corner. But it is. Ah, yep, good. I thought it was going to be a little loose. It looks like it's going to be, no, it might be a fraction loose. So I might just tighten that up a little bit more, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a fraction loose. And that's because I was trying to make allowances for this corner. And it's going to have just a little bit of give in it. Oh, actually no, it might be alright. Look at that. and it will. It'll be right. Perfect fit. So I'll go and sew that down. So that is totally done. All nicely bound. And our strap goes through there. So I'll just get our carry strap. And that is how we use it. Let me just zoom you guys out a bit. I'm just going to shorten it up. Alrighty. And there it is there. All nicely padded. Looks super cool. Now, the next part is pockets A and B. And, yeah, well, in my brilliant design, what you got to do is you got to measure down from the top of your pocket and draw a line across. It says in your pattern where to draw the line. Then you want to take your pocket, your A border, and you'll put it down on there, sew it down, and then fold it up, and it should then be level with the top of your pocket. I'll get in and I'll mark my line, and then I will come back and show you guys what I've done. I forgot to mention, guys, too, we're up to step 4 on the pattern. And what it says in there is to draw a down from the top of your pocket. And what I done is I done 7/8 down. I drew my line. I put the top of my border on the line, and then I sewed a 1/4 inch seam, and then I pressed it up, and it has exactly reached the top of my pocket, so don't have to trim it all. So those are what I done on both, and then now we bind it. So I will go and do the binding and be right back. Alright, so they're totally bound. So we can set those to a side now. That's A and B. And now it's on to pocket C and your trolley sleeve. So there is pocket C, and this is the trolley sleeve. So what we need to do is bind the top of our pocket C, and also bind the top and the bottom of our trolley sleeve. So, finish the binding here and on the trolley sleeve, and then the next thing that we need to do is measure up 1 inch from the bottom and draw a line. I just put 2 little marks on each side, and it says to line up the bottom of your sleeve there and then just sew down the sides. I done a 1/4 inch down the side. Do not sew across the top and bottom, otherwise your trolley sleeve will become ineffective. So you just sew down each side, but I didn't do the 1 inch, I did 1 1/4 up from the bottom because I wanted mine higher on the back of the bag. I just feel it will give it a bit more stability. I was even contemplating taking it up a bit higher, to be honest, up to about here. so maybe 1.5. I think it would just sit better on the trolley bag, is my way of thinking. So once you've done that, that is pocket C complete, so we'll set it aside. Next up on our list is pocket E and pocket D. This is pocket D, this is pocket E. So the littler one is D, bigger one is E. You also need your 10-inch or longer zipper, your binding for D and E, and your border for pocket D as well. Ready for when I make it again? Alright, first cab off the rank is attaching our zipper to the top of pocket, the smaller pocket. And you guys all know how to attach a zipper. So what we need to do is zipper face down, so right sides together, and then we're going to go and sew a 1/4 inch seam on this. Once we do that, we'll then fold it back, so you will fold it back the other way. So that is sewn down like so. And then we want to fold all of this back this way, like that. So our zipper will be up like that. And then what we're going to do is sew along the very edge, making sure your zipper tape covers all your raw edging here. Okay, so once we sew it down, we're then going to fold it back like so, and then we're going to sew that down again. So I've done the zipper, sewn it down on the back, and then we needed to do the binding, the border on the top. And you just attach it to the zipper the same way as you attach your zipper to your pocket. And then you just stitch it down also, so it'll give you a top stitching. And you do the same for your pocket here. And now it's time to put it onto our other pocket, like so. And what we need to do now is start at the top left hand corner and sew all the way across and down and across the bottom and back up the other side. So now is the time, if you haven't put your zipper pull on yet, to put it on. All done and attached. Gorgeous zipper pocket. Now we just need to trim up our zipper tape. I recommend old scissors or a rotary cutter. And at the ends with a zipper, I always go backwards and forwards a couple of times right on the end there when I'm just stitching them down. So use 1/8 seam allowance, and I just go backwards and forwards a few times just to make sure that it's going to stay put. So last thing to do on this pocket is to bind it, top and bottom. So we shall go do that now. Guess what, lovelies? All done. Excuse me. I don't know why I said the bottom. My brain is not working. It's nearly 5 a.m. in the morning. But we just do the top because the bottom gets covered. So it gets sewn in. So yeah, we just bind the top. And that is that pocket done. Now, I think I'm going to end it there. Because I think once I piece all these together, it's going to be, you know, roughly around the 18-20 minutes. So I will end it there, beautiful people, and then I can get started on the next one. So then that way they're uploaded in a very quick succession of each other, and you aren't waiting on the next part to continue with your bag. Alrighty, so thank you for joining me and listening to my ramblings. I hope you found this helpful, and I will get in and edit this and upload it for you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.